back to the Lovin Dubai show, ramping up thousands of fans on social media thanks to her powerful vocals. We promise you, Alya, aka Alya Singsz, is a force to be reckoned with. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Super excited to have you. So this is our first time meeting. I know you, Casey, have met before, but we're just gonna get to know you a little bit.
Amazing.
Okay, so I think you're about 17 right now.
Yeah, I've just turned 17.
Okay, well, happy belated birthday. That was recent.
Thank you.
Okay, so you're still in school.
Yeah.
So how are you like managing everything?
Well, I actually do a performing arts BTEC with Erdang, which is like one of the top performing arts schools from London. So I guess to do what I love every day at school, which is really cool. But so they're really understanding about my outside career. So it's good. It's easy. It's sometimes hard when there's a lot of work to do because it's a lot of written work at the same time. But they are really understanding about the whole career situation.
But the whole career thing, guys, check out Alya Singsz on Instagram. Like literally, it's so cool. Like I've heard your vocals, and then I saw you're doing like these upscale productions for music videos. Like how are you working like all day, all night type situation?
Yeah, especially when it gets to like music videos and stuff like that. Like it's full on. It's like 18-hour days, 19-hour day shoots. So I couldn't do it without my mum. My mum's like my mummager, so she really helps with that. She helps me organize it all and like produces all my music videos.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but we just had to like kind of learn as we went along because my mum's actually a singer. So she's
hello,
just, like,
folks. This is Anika, Alya's baby,
she's
and
been living here for 27 years. So she sang all over Dubai, and so that's kind of why I love music as well, because I've been brought up around it so much. So if I didn't have her, we would kind of be, I wouldn't know what to do. But like, yeah, she really helps me out.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, so when did you kind of realize that you like had a passion for this, or you had a gift for it?
I think I've just always absolutely loved music. Like since I could walk, talk, I'd be dancing around. I'd be watching Beyonce videos and teaching myself how to dance, like all her videos, and I'd be singing, and I'd go watch my mum's gigs, and obviously she'd be like singing in like bars and stuff, but I'd be sitting around in the restaurant area like singing all the like old school songs, like and so I've always just been brought up around music, so it's always been like something that I've loved.
But it's interesting because I've always loved music, but I'm not talented.
There's a difference.
Yeah, exactly. So like at what point maybe did your mom realize, or at what point did you realize that you're like, you know, I'm actually really good?
I don't think it was something that I'd realized. I think it's just something that I've always just naturally wanted to do. I don't think it was ever like, oh, I wanted to do something else. It was always just something that was the only way, like it was the only thing that I saw, the only like career that I wanted to actually pursue. Yeah.
You feel like that makes it easier then? Like this is kind of like what you've always wanted to do, so your focus is like has always been 100% set on that.
Always 100%, and like, but obviously I haven't been pursuing it professionally my entire life. So maybe I think straight after COVID, my mum just like woke up. She's like, you know what? Let's just like put all our money into you and let's just do it. So we just started doing it, and then I actually did a competition with Simon Fuller, which was like Now United, and then straight after that I got into the final two, but I was really young. I'd only just turned 14 and they were all way older than me, so I didn't get that. But then straight off the bat of that I signed with Universal Music and then released all my singles.
Wow. So that's the journey. So there's competition. So there was a competition that you didn't win. Then you signed with Universal Music, which is phenomenal. Like, what was that moment like?
It was actually crazy. It was insane how everything like had come. Like I didn't even expect to be in that competition either. Like it was, I got contacted on Instagram. I only had like 200 followers. And they'd like contact me, and I didn't think it was real in the beginning. Like I was like, oh my god, they're like some strange people trying to talk to me. But then I ended up realizing, I didn't know what I was in, but then I ended up realizing that it was obviously something amazing, and Simon Fuller was behind it. And then it was during COVID, like the end of COVID, so it was all virtual. Like we were literally having to make music videos at home by ourselves and all of that, and sending them all the footage. And then I got into the last two, went and recorded a song with them, and then obviously I didn't get it, but I was still like that. The whole experience like helped me so much, and like when it got to the last kind of like final, when it was announced that me and Noor, the other girl, was in the final, my like Instagram literally blew up like over like 2 days. Like it went from like 200 followers to like 45,000 followers.
Wow.
Yeah, It was crazy. I was like, what's happening? Like, it was like 200 fan pages after, like, over the next 2 days.
200 fan pages?
Like, from Brazil. It was crazy.
Okay, so how was that? Yeah, I feel like that's so interesting. Like, when you suddenly wake up and, like, you're viral, essentially. Like,
I didn't know. I was just, like, a bit like,
what?
Is this actually happening? Like, my mum was like reading all these fan pages, like crying, like, oh, we support UAE and all of this. And she's like, oh my God, this is so amazing.
That is really
yeah.
Good, yeah.
No, it was crazy, but it really helped me because straight off the bat of that, I was just like, you know what, I'm going to release my single. And even though I didn't get that, I'm going to go for my solo career. And obviously, because that was a group thing, but yeah, and then I released my single and it got 1 million views in 5 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
That's
crazy.
You know, speaking of like the fan pages,
yeah.
So you've been passionate about singing, and singing is kind of like the career that seems you were destined to do. And singing comes along with being a professional singer is usually the fame.
Yeah.
So do you think about that as you kind of like reach your goals in singing? Like, do you think about the fact that, you know, you'll probably become famous and have to deal with that as well?
I do think about that, but at the same time, that's something that I actually would love. Like, I'd love, like, I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, obviously, there's good things that come with that and bad things that come with that. But I'd love to, like, obviously, I love being a singer in the Middle East and everything. But the end goal is to like be an international artist and like represent the UAE internationally as a singer, because I don't think that anyone's actually done that. Yeah, so I'd love to be the first one to do that.
So cool.
Yeah.
I mean, 17 already signed with Universal. I feel like that's like,
yeah,
it's definitely, you know, in the radar.
We're at the peak.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna get there. Don't worry. Okay, so I just have a question. Like, I feel like it's always so interesting for songwriters. Like, how do you guys like your process? Let's say when you're, you know.
Yeah. In the beginning, actually, I really struggled because I don't think I believed in myself, like with writing and everything. So I couldn't write my first single for like days, and then I woke up in like ridiculous o'clock in the morning, and I was like, oh my God, I have the hook. I'm writing it down, and then that's what got my first song. But like ever since then, I like send references to my producers, and they like make me some beats, and then they'll send me like a pack of beats that I look at, listen to, and see which one I like, and then I'll find the one I like, and then I'll listen to it, and I'll get the vibe, and then I'll just start writing whatever I get from what I'm listening to.
Interesting. And then how does it work with the music videos? Like, I want to talk about your style, because obviously you have your own unique style, but it's super cool. How do you decide, like, going into the music videos? Like, who helps you with the, I guess the creative concept, and then also the like your fashion?
Well, actually, in the beginning, for our first music video shoot, it was literally all on us. Like, no one would even lend us a t-shirt. Like, that was like, because we were in the beginning, like no one would like help us with anything. So I did my own makeup, had my friend come do my makeup, I did my own hair. We went and bought the outfits and everything for all of the people. I had all my friends in the music video. And
no way!
Yeah, and
that's
then
so cool.
As it went along, I started partnering up with like different brands, and they really supported me. Like, for example, Puma did help me with one of my music videos, Where Were You? And then Benefit always really helps me with like makeup, and Huda Beauty helped me one time as well. So they always really support my music videos. And then obviously my mum and me come up with a lot of the creative side of it. We always come up with very wild ideas, but then we end up choosing one. And yeah.
Love it.
How long does it take from like start to finish? Like from when you kind of come up with the concept, let's say, to like final product?
Well, me and my mum love doing stuff like at 1,000,000 miles per hour. Like, once we have the idea, we want it like done and like out. So
dream team.
Yeah. So it will take like maybe like 2, depending on how much time we have. We'll have like maybe 2 to 3 weeks. We'll like organize everything, and then we'll do like, normally we try and fit everything in like a 1-day shoot. If we really need to, we'll do it in like a 2-day shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, amazing.
Really.
Yeah.
So in your career so far, we've obviously talked about the fan accounts that popped up, but what's been like a kind of what's been the peak moment for you personally that you've been like, this is so exciting, like this is moving, I feel really good about this?
I think it's just like, in the beginning I just was doing it because it was something that I loved, but when I actually like been like getting recognized by people, and like when I'm out and I'm like, oh my God, that's so weird, someone like random that I don't even know has just come and said hi to me. But I think it's just like, I was actually in Cosmopolitan, which was amazing, and I got nominated to be for the Arab Women Awards, which was so cool as well.
Very cool.
And that was probably that was one of my really good moments. And I think it's just like getting, these days I feel like it's been picking up a lot, and like I feel like it's actually going somewhere, because me and Mum, we've been working very, very, very hard for like the past 2 years now. But now I just feel like everything's coming to me really naturally now. It's really exciting.
Amazing.
So how big a role do you feel like social media then is playing in all of this?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like the be-all and end-all here.
Interesting.
Yeah, it like if you don't have social media nowadays, it's just like, what are you doing? I wouldn't say that I always love it. Sometimes I'm just like, oh my God, I don't want to do it. Like, I'm so sick of it. But I mean, it connects you to like everyone around the world. It's something so cool that people didn't have back then. Like, there's so many artists now that you can't even keep count of how many there are all over the world that are releasing their own songs, because it's come so easy now. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing your story, because literally, like, before the show we spoke about it. Like, I bumped into Alya. She was singing at an event at a store opening, and like I was just blown away. Like, and it's so cool to get the behind the scenes story of like how hard you've been grafting, because your Instagram is so slick. Like, you're doing so much cool stuff, but you're obviously like hustling in the background of it all. And it's so cool to get your story, and we cannot wait to see where you go representing the UAE on a world stage. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It was so much fun.
Not at all. Is that it? Are we done?
Yeah, and also huge shout out to your mom, by the way. She's like literally the best
Mama
ever.
She's like the Kris Jenner of the Middle East.
That's amazing.
The dream team, guys. We're going to follow your story. We cannot wait. If people want to follow you on Instagram, TikTok. By the way, which do you use more and which do you like more?
I use a bit both. Like, when I feel like a TikTok, I post to TikTok, but probably more Instagram.
And how do people find you?
Alya.Singsz with an SZ at the end, and it's a double Z for TikTok.
That is it for us, guys, on the Lovin Dubai show. You can find her at Alya.Singsz, SZ, and we'll see you on Monday morning, same time, same place. Thank you so much.